so today I am changing it up a bit, and instead of my normal beauty or fashion haul, I'm going to do a homeware haul because I have most definitely reached that point in my life where the John Lewis homeware section or the IKEA marketplace can get me just as excited as Space NK. I love buying stuff for mine and Mark's place, and because it's kind of like a temporary situation, although we have been here for quite a while now, we're hopefully not going to be here for too much longer, and we're not able to paint the walls or put holes in the walls or anything like that, and the place was also fully furnished when we moved in. I've always had to buy more interior-y things to make it look a bit more cozy and a bit more homely and a bit more us. So with that in mind, we took a few trips to IKEA, John Lewis, Tiger, and also I've got something from Vernis to show you as well. So I thought I would give you a little haul of updates that I've been making around the house recently. Perhaps if you're in the same boat as us, it might give you a little bit of inspiration. So I think I'm going to get started with IKEA, and I'm going to go with the most obvious thing first because I feel like everybody has these at the moment, but they're just so cute and so cool. The mini little trio set of cacti. I went for these ones in the end. I do think they need a bit of a water because they are looking ever so slightly dead, but I really liked the non-faffiness of them, the fact that you can just leave them for quite a while without watering and they won't completely flake out on you, and they just do look quite cool. They're like a very low maintenance plant that adds a bit of greenery to the space. And something else that we purchased while we were there was this new bookcase. We did have an old bookcase, but it was getting a bit stuffed and it was kind of a bit wobbly and not the most secure of things, so we picked up this one, which is definitely more secure, a bit more spacious, and it's got all of our books, DVDs, box sets, CDs, everything like that. I managed to get rid of, Mark had a CD rack and I just put it all into one, and I really like how it's turned out. I think a lot of households probably have this bookcase, but it's just a really nice multifunctional shelf that when we move we can always just pop in the hallway or in the bedroom or still keep it in the living room. It's just a really good multifunctional piece of furniture. And the final thing that we picked up from IKEA were these little mason style jars. They were so cheap. I couldn't believe how cheap they were compared to when I'd seen them in like other places before. I think the smaller ones were like £1 or £2 and the bigger ones maybe £2 or £3. Can't really remember, but I picked up a really tiny one, a medium sized one, and also a big one too. And they're just a really good way of organising things in your cupboard, keeping everything very fresh and also very easy to grab, and also very easy to see what you've got in your cupboards. I think I might quickly touch on Vernis next, and this was actually a birthday present from Lily Pebbles, and I am so chuffed with it. It's from this gorgeous glass and copper range that they do, and I didn't realise, but there's more to the range which I think I might have to indulge in because I just think it's a very gorgeous, very minimalist and chic accessory range. But this is a little organiser with a little flip top, and I actually use this on my desk and keep all of my desk stuffs in here, so pens, pencils, business cards, envelopes, all that kind of stuff. I just keep this in here, and it's a really nice way of organising everything while still not taking up too much space on my desk and looking very sophisticated while it does it. So one area of our flat that I felt needed a little bit of a spruce up was our dining table area. It just looked the same since we first moved in. When we first moved in, we kind of panic bought a few napkins and a little table runner from H&M, and although they are still really good, especially the napkins, I'll still be using those. The table runner, because it was a light fabric, got very dirty very quickly, and it just got very stained, and I haven't been able to get the stains out of it, so I think it's time for that to go. So I popped into John Lewis to pick up a few bits for that area. So I've got a new table runner, some placemats, some coasters, some candles, there's all sorts in there. So this is like a little bit of a dining table makeover that is going to happen, so I'll show you what I got. The first thing that I picked up was this runner, so it's just a bit to go down the middle, so it's not like your classic tablecloth, but it just helps protect the table somewhat, and it also looks quite fancy. I always find I really like how these look, and this time round I've learnt my lesson and gone for a darker fabric so that hopefully if it does stain it won't show up as much. Then I went for some placemats. They're just kind of plain grey ones, and when I walked into John Lewis they have this new collection called Copenhagen, and it's called The Edit Copenhagen, and all of the stuff is so nice. I took Mark there as well and he agreed that it was lovely, which was great because I just feel like when we are able to decorate a place ourselves, I always imagine it to be like Swedish minimalist with a bit of like New York loft thrown in. I'm sure it won't look anything like that at all, but that's how I picture it in my head. And these were part of that collection. So I did go a bit crazy and picked up 4 placemats, and then I also picked up some matching coasters, but these are in a different type of grey. These are more like taupe, a light grey, and then these are darker grey. I thought it would look quite nice paired with the really dark grey table runner. Oh, I almost forgot something. Pasta bowls. I think this may be my favourite haul of all. Again, this was in the Copenhagen, the edit section of John Lewis, but we didn't have any pasta bowls. My parents had some really good ones when I went home last time, and I thought, yes, that is what me and Mark are lacking. Some very nice pasta bowls. Mark was very upset that I was keeping them in the bedroom until I filmed this video, so he'll be very happy that he can now use them. On a little side note, I did pop to Tiger, and it's basically impossible to exit that shop without having bought something. It's something that just comes over you when you go in there, and you just have to buy something, even if it's like an apple core. You're like, that is what I need to make my life complete, and you buy it. But this time round, didn't go for an apple core. I went for some candle holders and a candle, and these were so cheap. These were like maybe even just £1 each. They're an absolute bargain. But I thought these would just finish off the dining table nicely, and then I've got plenty of candles to go through as well, and I really like when they melt down. So I might just put them on sometimes during the day, even when I'm not using them, just so they've got that like worn in look going on. Back to John Lewis, and again from this Copenhagen range that I became obsessed with. I think this might be my favourite purchase of all, is a big cozy blanket. I have a bit of a thing for John Lewis bedding. I love bed. Mark loves bed. We both just love to sleep, and so I always think that spending a little bit more money than normal on your bedding is a good purchase, because you do spend a lot of time in there. That's always my justification. I just think their stuff is lovely when it comes to bedding. It's just very like soft on your skin, very cozy. And I thought with the winter months coming up, we could do with an extra layer of insulation. And also this is a good TV blanket. Is anyone else from the thinking that when you're watching TV, it's just nice to have something over your knees and feet to keep you nice and warm? So I think this is going to be our TV. Oh my god, it's really cold. Let's not put on the heating blanket, and let's use this to keep warm. So that concludes my little home haul video. I love that it has just got to the point where I can show pasta bowls in a whole video. I hope you liked it. Personally, I love a bit of interiors and homeware, and hopefully in the next year there will be more of that coming your way as me and Mark, fingers crossed, get to decorate a place and make it a bit more cozy and a bit more homely. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be lipsticks coming next time, back to normal programming, but I hope you're having a good Sunday, and I will see you on Tuesday with a brand new weekly vlog. Bye.